I'm proud of my Jewish identity because of the rich history and tradition associated with it. I'm also proud of my identity due to the significant impact that the Jewish community has made on society. Many inventions in the field of science, technology, and health were created by Jewish inventors and developers.
For me, my Jewish identity and the way I see it, it's being connected to my roots and to my traditions and sort of maintaining values that have been passed down to me, but also modernizing them.
My Jewish identity is related to the thousands of years of history and tradition that I carry on. My ancestors from hundreds of years ago practicing the same traditions and doing the same holidays and sort of having the same values that I am carrying on to this day.
My family grew up in Israel and moved to Canada for a better life. They were promised a life with no hate and a life free, like a free life. Something that I've actually seen in schools is other students not wanting to work with Jewish students because they're Jewish or because they're Israeli. And it's something that's really, even though it's never happened to me, it's something that's really impacted me, and it's made me scared to even go out to the person next to me and ask them to work with me.
Once October 7th happened, I noticed that, especially at school, there were lots of kids in the hallways screaming things, and it was targeted. As I walked past in the hallways, I was very proud of, I started expressing my Jewish identity much more once the war happened, and I would wear my necklaces and everything, and some people were aware of this. So as I was walking in the hallways, people would scream anti-Semitic things in my face. They wanted to make it known to me that they didn't want me around. Even when I'm on the streets and stuff, it still happens, all the time.
Well, there has been challenges. I've faced challenges with slurs and symbols throughout my experience growing up in the New York region. But also with the challenges comes extra support, because recovering from the challenges can be hard. So you need a support team, and the JSA is really there.
So the JSA started with, some students coming together with the teachers and, saying that they wanted a place where they can not just be themselves and their identity and their Jewish identity, but sort of a safe place where you can have teachers to talk to, people to relate to, and overall just a place where you can be yourself, especially with everything going on and all the hate that we endure. This is just, it's so more of a safe space for all of us.
And as for experiences I've had, it's an amazing association. We have events every other week, and we learn lots about our Jewish culture, and we do lots of activities that are fun and also help us connect more.
Having this one big, amazing group of people that all support you and care for you, but are also friends and allies to the Jewish people. So we're basically teaching them, and JSA is just an amazing place where everyone's comfortable, and that's awesome.
Our Jewish Student Alliance is a very good example of feeling support from within the school system. But when we're looking at it from a school perspective, because we have such a culturally diverse school board and a country in itself, it's important that different students feel they have opportunities to share their culture and their experience, because we're all human. And even if you're not a Jew, you may even experience a similar sort of discrimination or have a similar experience. So I feel that's the best support, is having someone validate your experiences and have someone give you an opportunity to sort of bring what you want to bring to light, being able to express yourself freely.
I know other people are saying the same thing. If you see somebody being anti-Semitic, don't just be a bystander. You need to go out there and you need to tell them that, hey, that's wrong, you shouldn't say that. Even if they don't listen to you or even insult you, it doesn't matter. The fact that you tried to do something, that you tried to stop something like that from happening, shows that you have respect for your Jewish peers.
Allies can support by always listening and learning. In our school, we always put up posters and do bulletin boards and have presentations, and people in our school are really learning about it, which makes all of us really happy. And honestly, just always showing kindness and being there for each other, and just that's the biggest way to just always show people that you're support.
It's really just about being active rather than passive, and doing something rather than just standing and watching. And while you may have your own thoughts and opinions that align with the Jewish culture and what we stand for, it's important that you don't just watch and that you act, right? So if you see I don't know, even if it's just a joke, a small joke that someone says that caught your eye, it might be completely out of your way, or you never would have in the past thought to do something, but just to say something hey, that's not right, and then inform the person that someone could take offense to that even though they don't realize it.
For educators, I believe someone who's understandable, someone who's approachable, someone that you can go to talk to when you're feeling upset, and someone that also understands their stuff and understands history and understands what we have gone through as the Jewish people.
All I need is support and people to care for Jewish people, for me to feel comfortable in the school and supported.
I feel that at school we need a strong space to reflect on what's happened. We need our teacher support. We need support from everyone in general, because as I said before, we're such a small minority in the world. I think that we need to have a lot more back to education. We need to make sure that the Jewish history is being shared with students all across the board, it's Jewish History Month right now. We need to have lessons that teach other students about our history, because it's so important, because people don't know. They judge us based off of things that they hear online. They don't know really who we are.
So for mental health and well-being, one thing is making sure that the people at the school are informed, because I feel there are many times where I'll just something that will affect my mental health is listening or just hearing a conversation of someone denying the Holocaust or someone making anti-Semitic jokes, and then those being based off of things that are just simply misinformed, because we all get our information from social media nowadays, and that can be not only inaccurate, that can completely be false the other way around.
I like how my school recognizes my religion, and we get to celebrate many different Jewish holidays in my school.
I have, the JSA is a very good place where I can speak my mind about if I'm feeling unsafe or anything. But overall, just what a school can do is just making sure that there's a safe space for everybody in which they can feel that they can talk to anyone about anything that's been bothering them.
You're just like anybody else. Just because you're Jewish, it doesn't mean that you're any different from anybody else. Sure, you might have, or we might have traditions and customs that other people don't really know, but you shouldn't let the fact that you're Jewish make you feel different from anybody else.
Love and peace, and be confident in your identity. Do not let anyone tell you that you're less because of what you were born into or what you believe in. And stay true to yourself, speak your mind, tell people how you feel, strengthen yourself, be confident in your identity, 100%, yeah.